So this is week 6 of the Smogon Draft League, and my opponent is Silver. You may remember the battle between us in week 4, where my Clear Amulet Whirlwind Volcarona swept their entire team. Well, now I'm against them again, and this is their team. They always have their Sun Core, possible screens with Wigglytuff, Luminacrash's Fatra, and I'm expecting the Salt Vest Alolan again, but I'm rather optimistic this time. Since I won pretty easily on week 4, I decided to bring the same mons as last time. This means no Rotom and Vigoroth. Most of the sets for this week are similar, if not identical, to the ones I had 2 weeks ago. I didn't change anything for Volcarona besides its item. Covered Cloak is just Clear Amulet but better here. My item allows me to safely Quiver Dance in front of Luminacrash's Fatra, and maybe sweep like last time thanks to Whirlwind. Realistically speaking, I'm not expecting Volcarona to sweep again here. The surprise factor was the thing that made me win on week 4, so they'll be prepared this time. Donphan remained the same as last time. It's my spinner, and has Anchor just to be annoying and maybe give me some free turns. Rocky Helmet punishes Great Tusk and Mach for attacking Donphan. I removed Close Combat from Sneasler and I gave it Quick Attack. It may be useful in case of a speed boosted Fatra. Other than that, the set is the same as week 4, and your reversal with Lychee Berry for maximum power. I put enough speed to outspeed Walking Wake, and after my Unburden activation, I'm guaranteed faster than Scarf Jolteon and a +2 speed Fatra. For Quaquaval, I went with Focus Sash instead of Coba Berry, because I was scared of a Nerd Corviknight. The rest is the same, 176 EVs plus a Jolly Nature, guaranteed that I'm faster than max speed Adamant Great Tusk. Brick Break is here just for screens. Gudra remained unchanged. Its role is to tank attacks from Walking Wake. Dragon Pulse and Heavy Slam are here as stab moves, while Dragon Tail allows me to drag out as Fatra if it wants to Calm Mind. Flamethrower in Sun is stronger than my Dragon Pulse, and it also hits Corviknight very hard. Mew is always my lead. This time I removed Spikes and put Stealth Rock just to get the cheap damage I needed on Corviknight, to guarantee an OHKO with Reversal Sneasler. Will-O-Wisp and Anchor are here to cripple all the Psychic switch-ins. Lumberry allows Mew to switch on Yawn from Torkoal, and it also protects it from Poison Touch Mach. And after recording the game, I found out that it didn't really pick up the audio, so I'll do a post-game analysis, and yeah, let's start with that. I battled Silver 2 weeks ago, so I basically knew their 6, and I was expecting the same sets with some minor changes, and I did the same with my team. I basically adjusted some things and I did some minor changes to my mons. My lead was always Mew, and I was expecting Corviknight or Torkoal as their lead, because I feel like they were the best. And now you can't see here on the right, but they were Terra Fire on Fatra, which is their Terra Captain, while my Terra Captain is Volcarona and it's Terra Bug. And yeah, let's start. I put it in slow just to be able to talk while we watch here, otherwise it's too fast. And they lead with Great Tusk, which is not a good play in my opinion, because or this has to be Scarf to outspeed my Mew, because I made it just 1 point faster, and if it's Scarf, it's gonna knock off, like, it's gonna do nothing. So turn 1 I was like, wow, I can just Psychic. If they go Mach, I can Will-O-Wisp the turn after, so not a big deal. They had to go Mach into Torkoal, and then Torkoal is not really great against Mew because I have Psychic, and Torkoal has not great special defense anyways. So free Psychic here, and I get the KO immediately. Yeah, here I was already super cool with the first turn. Second turn, as you can see, I went with Will-O-Wisp, because it's free here. Mach then gets super weak. It basically is just a knockoff machine after that. And if I land this Will-O-Wisp, basically I cripple Mach. And yeah, I land. And look at this interaction. They go for knockoff. They knock off my Lamb, right? I get poisoned though. So synchronize fails. Okay, Lamb cures me, and so they don't really knock off my item because of that. Here I double into Donphan. It's not really a double. I was expecting another knock, or maybe I don't know. I wanted to save HP on Mew because I could have used rocks actually. I don't know why I didn't go for rocks. I think I didn't want to get damage again. Staying in and rocks was fine in my opinion, but then I had to switch out the turn after, so yeah. Donphan, and they go for Facade, which I don't think is a great move on Mac. As you can see, it does nothing. But they get the 30% Poison Touch, which is a bit unfortunate for me, but not the end of the world. Since I'm stopping it, I can go on normal. They go Corviknight. Did I knock off? Yeah, I knocked off, and it was Okka, like last week, and it was Pressure, like it wasn't last week, it was 2 weeks ago. Okay, the set is basically the same. I feel like this is the same mon as 2 weeks ago. And okay, I switch into Mew because I wanted to go for Stealth Rock, but they go for Taunt, so I have to switch out again because I only have Psychic. U-turn, Rocky Helmet, and Walking Wake again. So on week 4, Walking Wake was leftovers, I believe, and it was sub. And here I didn't want to give them a free substitute because I was scared this was low kick for Gudra. And so I stayed in, and it wasn't a good play because then I don't have a spinner anymore. Quaquaval is not Rabbit Spin, and so Volcarona is not Boots, and it's not Tryhard yet. So staying in wasn't the greatest play, but I stayed in, and yeah, I didn't want to give them a free turn. Torkoal comes in. Did I go for Dragon Tail? No, I went with Dragon Pulse, which is a 3-hit KO, I think. Could be a roll, but I believe this is a 3-hit KO. They will go for Stealth Rock here because I have Volk. Mew here because... Oh, and look at this. This was Lamb for Yawn, but since they poisoned me before, I have to switch out here. I don't want Mew to go to sleep, so I'll switch out again. Quaquaval, Stealth Rock, and here I made a super risky play, which I don't know if it was worth it, because here I went with Close Combat, and if they had Solar Beam here, I predicted Yawn okay, but it was so risky. I don't think this was the play, but they went with Yawn, so good for me. I got a great turn, and now I can switch out Quaquaval, go Mew, basically sacking it and getting damage. They go Corviknight, which is fair. Did I Willow? No, Rocks. Rocks are fine. Now I switch out into Gudra. Will they U-turn? Yeah. They go Mach, and here they know my Volcarona set. They know it because it's the same as 2 weeks ago. I'm not winning with Volcarona here. There is no point on trying to set up and win like in week 4. So, and I didn't want to lose my Assault Vest on Gudra. Knockoff is super obvious here. So I basically sacked Volcarona. Knockoff, yeah. Here I Terra just because I deal more damage, and that's Assault Vest, you can see it from the damage. No need to cut that. And here they were relieved. You can see in chat that they were very happy about the KO on Volk. But Quaquaval is now free to click Aqua Step. They sure have Walking Wake, but they have to predict my Aqua Step, because if I click Close Combat on Walking Wake, it's gonna take a lot of damage, and they can do that only once. So yeah, I went with Aqua Step and Moxie plus Speed Boost. Now Walking Wake, I'm faster than that, but they are Scarf. So yeah, and they go down to 1. And here, basically the match is basically over because I think Gudra beats all 3 of these mons. And yeah, Espatra was Protect, and it is Protect again. Is it Speed Boost? Yeah, it is. So my Quaquaval isn't super fast. It is jolly and it has like 164, 176 speed EVs, something like that. So it shouldn't be faster than a super fast Espatra. But if it's not super fast, Quaquaval it's gonna be faster. And yeah, I didn't expect to be faster and KO it in 1, but yeah, it worked out perfectly for me, and the match is over, as you can see. Like, I KO Espatra, that goes down, Moxie, and yeah, this time they got beaten by Quaquaval and not Volk, which is amazing. Now I can just spam CC and yeah. I was fairly happy about this match. I feel like I had the matchup. I had some interesting sets which I didn't really show off, like Sneasler. And Volk worked 2 weeks ago, so this time it's fine that Quaquaval got to shine. So yeah, see ya next week. Bye!